welcome back to Agents Without Borders. Today, we are talking about the 5 tools, or maybe more, maybe less, that have really impacted our business and made a huge difference. We can't wait to dive in.
That was really something fun to think about because you don't, I think you take your tools for granted that you're using, right? But then all of a
Oh, for
sudden you're
sure.
thinking backwards and you're like, you know what? That's really changed my business like insanely for the better.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
first thing that
Well,
came to mind for me was ManyChats. Do you use ManyChats?
somebody uses it on my behalf.
I remember the exact moment I learned about it. I was at a conference. It was actually the first spring break that we spoke at together. And Joe Herrera actually brought it up and he talked about how it had changed his business with his Facebook and for people who don't know, it's a program that you can initiate like call to actions where you can send people automatic messages in their DMs. And I mean, it's just expanded from there. That was a game changer for me. I went home from that conference thinking I need to use this. That was the one piece I took from that one tool and from the conference. And it was just like, it's leveled up my business insanely. Like I can't even express.
I love it because social media is a huge part of your business. And so,
Hmm.
do you use the mini chats with like when clients respond and things like that, like sending them links to properties, or like what's the best way that
Hmm.
you found to use it?
What we do is so I will post a sneak peek for a new listing coming up because we're quite listing heavy. And
Hmm.
then we'll have people, you'll notice people drop a keyword or whatever. And we do that for all kinds of different things too. But this one is very specifically a big driver for my business. We have people drop a keyword and then we send them a message. And I've got a templated version. We give them information about the property and then we very, like intentionally ask them if they want to look at the property or if they want more information. And I would say that we probably get two on average clients out of each drop.
Dang.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
massive. It's
That is
massive. And
huge.
it just continues the conversation, right? So it's been amazing for us. And we'll use it in different ways too. We've been playing around with different, it started with sneak peeks. We'll do it with our albums. We're doing it a little bit more on Instagram, but the place that I see the most value and ROI is in Facebook.
Okay. And it
Yeah.
seems like they keep innovating it and making it better and better. Because I remember a
Oh,
few
yeah.
years ago, like when we both heard about it, it was
Hmm.
very limited on what it could
Hmm.
do. And
Yeah.
now, I mean, it can have like a whole conversation. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's wild. Yeah. And so then
I
that's the
love
one
that.
piece that we're learning more about that.
Yeah. I think you
Yeah.
always
But
have to
we
be
just use
learning.
it. Well, and I think the thing is maybe people can use it on a very basic level. Like these tools that we're going to be talking about, they're so expansive. But if you
Oh, yeah.
just start on like a very basic level, implementing it in your business, then you can like
Yeah.
build and learn and grow with it.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you buy a new vacuum. You don't need to know everything that it does. Like if you could just find the on button to start
Yeah,
with, and then you
you're
can
good.
learn more as
I
you go.
love that analogy.
Thank you. I
You know,
just made it up.
I got a rainbow vacuum that I just like did you ever buy one of those? The rainbow vacuum with the
Yeah,
water?
like with the water, yes,
Oh, do
and
you
you can
like
put
it?
scents in it. N Mine, I don't have it anymore, it's got
Oh,
stinky. You
oh
still love
yeah.
yours?
Yeah, I did not enjoy it. I just like shoved it under my under my stairs and forgot about it. But so what are what's
Uh,
a tool that you use in your business that
when
you feel like it's radically changed it?
So when you're talking about the first thing that came to your mind was
Mhm.
ManyChats. By the way, guys, it's Many. For a long time, I thought it was mini, like small, Mini. It's not.
Oh,
Um,
that's like
but
an American pronunciation.
yes.
Mini chats.
Um, But I would say mine is honestly the CRM. It's the one that
Yeah.
I was the most resistant to. But the year I implemented that, I went from 24 deals to 89. And that was like the only thing I changed because I didn't have to remember to follow up with people. And all my notes are in there. So I can look back at a
Mhm.
client 4 years ago and be like, oh, yeah, Jenny Ray, this is exactly, oh, yeah, we bought their house for this price. And like I have all the notes, all their kids'
Yeah.
names. And it just, that authenticity that people love about me, they think it's
Mhm.
like my superpower. They're like, "Oh, your memory's so good." I'm like, "Actually, it's pretty bad."
Yeah.
But I use the tools that are given to me. So I use Follow Up Boss now, but I feel like whatever CRM somebody chooses to use is gonna change their business if they just
Yeah.
start using it. So,
Yeah, we use Follow Up Bus as well, and it's definitely made a huge difference because then you can automate emails out to people. Like if you're doing an event, you can send an email out to all
Hmm.
your clients. It's definitely been a game changer. And I
And
would
you can
advise,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
oh, I was just gonna say, I would advise people like if they don't think they need one because maybe they're just starting
Mm,
out, that's the perfect time to start because then you
yes.
can learn it and you can make sure you're implementing things and it's not overwhelming because we started late. And
Yes.
so getting that installed in our business has been so challenging, but so worth it.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And if you're worried about the cost, because I know sometimes as a new agent, you're like, I can't afford
Hmm.
$500 a month. There's cheaper options. I know the brokerage we're at, Real, you can get a really good CRM for like, I think it's like $50 a month. And
Oh
it would
yeah,
be
it's cheap.
money well spent, like
Hmm.
to start it off on the ground level. So that way, when you are doing, 50 deals, you don't have to go back and try to learn how to use a CRM. So
It's just, yeah, it's a game changer for sure.
for
What
sure.
else do you use? What else do you use?
Well, I know you and I rely heavily on our calendars.
Uh-huh. That's a
So,
big one.
uh, have you been using a calendar for like a long time, or have you recently started using it more?
I've recently started using it better. We've always relied on a calendar, but I started time blocking. Our mutual
Mhm.
friend, Beth Matthews, actually taught me how to time block properly, and that has been a game changer. So not only is the calendar very important, but then time blocking it like takes it to a next level.
Yeah, I couldn't survive without my calendar. It's literally
Hmm.
how I live my day. And the thing I love about the calendar and the CRM is you can actually feed appointments from the CRM to the calendar.
Oh yeah, they
And then
all
that way you don't
intermingle.
forget. Yeah, you don't forget to do anything. So, but one tip for those of you that are thinking about using a calendar, you should look at it because it's hard to know when the appointments are if you don't look at it and see what time they start.
I love that tip because sometimes I forget.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget to look at it. Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
where I try to stack that up with drinking my coffee in the morning. I haven't stacked
Yes.
that one.
Yes.
The other thing
Uh,
that I know is a more recent tool that I would say has changed our business is AI.
oh gosh, yeah.
Like,
At first,
wow.
okay, so I think some people are like resistant to it, but I know something cool about you that I really admire is when you hear something new, you're like, heck yeah, I'm all in. And you just
Yeah.
go learn everything you can about it. And like, I feel like you embraced AI so early on and learned so
Hmm.
much. And I was kind of slow to download the Chat GPT and to start using
Hmm.
it. But now that I'm using it, I mean, it just makes our job so much easier.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it does. And the thing is it does actually save time. Like I feel like I think it was a farce that computers and phones are going to save time for our lives. They actually made us busier. But I
Mm,
do feel like AI is a tool that has actually saved us time. Like I think about all of the um we're listing heavy and so like listing descriptions, you have to really be game on to come up with something
yes.
that's good for your listing description. And I actually got to the point where I was hiring out what do they call it when it's like a copywriter. I was using a
Okay.
copywriter sometimes just because they had so many and my brain felt dead. Like I just wanted it to feel good. Like what I was saying was really interesting and but I just felt like I'll use AI to just start, like get me my
Hmm.
brain juicing. Like I won't do a direct copy and paste. I'll just
No.
use it to like help my brain kind of work out the rust and the dust, I guess, because sometimes I
Yeah.
feel rusty and dusty at night.
Well, and it can't replace your brain, right? But like you said,
No.
it's just an enhancement. It's kind of like
Yeah.
you don't have to wear makeup, but when you put it on, it
Hmm.
just enhances your beautiful features that are already
Yeah.
there. Like
Yeah.
it's the same
That's
with
exactly it. Yeah. And I use it
ChatGPT.
for, what do you use it for? Like we use it for all kinds of
So
things.
I use it for all kinds of stuff. I even got like a booty blaster workout from it that isn't working yet, but I bet if I did it consistently, made a
It would
habit out
blast
of
your
it, it'd
booty.
probably work. Yeah. But we use it for our listing descriptions. I use it
Hmm.
to help with like social media ideas.
Hmm.
I use it for conversations with my employees. Like if
Yeah.
I'm about to have a conversation with one of them and it's like, I want to make sure I hit these points. What's the
Hmm.
best way to say this so that it's not offensive, it's not too direct?
Hmm.
And you can actually role play with it. So we
Yeah.
downloaded, I don't, it's like ChatGPT, but it's some anyways, you can role play whole conversation. So we'll have our agents do
Okay.
like buyer and seller objection handling with it and stuff. It's so great.
Oh man, yeah, that's a really cool idea. I love that. Yeah, we'll use it for all of those things. I haven't used it for role play yet, but a lot of times like it's just something that like I'll even when I'm trying to come up with stuff for social media posts and just kind of narrow things down, right? Like it's just
Hmm.
I'll have a broad idea and that's the way my brain works. It like works on big scope, but then just trying to nail it down. And I mean, you've had conversations with me where I get distracted and I'm totally talking about something already different because I'm like that, like a butterfly. But it's like it helps me really narrow in and focus on things, which is great.
Yeah, we've also had it. Have you had it make slide decks for you yet?
Yeah, I've
It's
tried.
so helpful with that too.
I
You have
well,
to
and
obviously
even
tweak them, but
oh yeah. Well, and you know what else it's really good for is like changing from summer photos to winter.
mm,
Instead of having to
yeah,
get the photographer to come out. You can just like I use Nano Banana for that. Have you used
yeah.
that before?
Well,
Hmm.
I just got it from you a couple weeks ago, and so
Yeah.
we've been trying it on stuff, and it's
Yeah.
great. It's so
Yeah.
good.
It's so fun. I know. And I mean, there's just that, but literally like every day it's changing. Like I don't know how many times I send people like posts from Instagram that says the latest 5 things that happened in the last week with, AI. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. But I do
Hmm.
think the recommendation here would be don't leave it too long before you learn
Yeah,
about it and start using it because
yeah.
people who are using it, they are going to be able to and advance. I was going to say enhance, but both
Yeah,
enhance, but advance their business beyond what other people are. So if you're not using it, you are going to get left behind. I feel anyway.
for
What
sure.
do you think?
I definitely agree with that.
So what else do we got for people? I got ManyChats, our CRM, big time important.
Huge.
What other tools have
Yeah.
you been using?
I'm trying to think.
We talked about notes.
Oh, yes, notes on our phone.
Yeah,
Like it's so helpful because you can
yeah.
share the note and then both of you can be on the same
Hmm.
page.
Yep.
Even like with my kids for Christmas gifts, like they made a
Hmm.
note and then they shared it with me and then I was able just to kind of check off what I was
Right.
getting.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I love that. So that's Apple users though, right? I don't know if with
Oh yeah.
Android they've got that. And that's the other thing too. Like I noticed for me with the team, sharing things is super important. So sharing your calendar, sharing your notes,
Hmm.
sharing your CRM, like all these things within a team. So even if you're solo and maybe you have an assistant, you could
Yeah.
share that with them or even a virtual assistant. Like we share with our virtual assistants as well. So
Yeah.
they know what's going on all the time. But those notes are really great. Like you say, Christmas groceries, door codes for our
Yep.
listings, like everything. Like that has made such a difference for us too.
Yeah, and even if you're like on a call and you're like, "Oh shoot, I just remembered this. I don't want to
Hmm.
forget it." You can type it into your notes really quick and
Yeah.
just be like, "Don't forget to do a price reduction on this one." Because maybe you
Yeah.
think about it right then, but you have other stuff you have to do. So you can have like a list of just things not to forget in there. So it's
Well,
great to
wouldn't you
keep you
say like a
organized.
tool that's radically changed our business is our phones?
Oh,
Like this
yeah.
is probably
Can
like
you
I just am like I wouldn't be able to live without this anymore. Like when I started real estate, I had a flip phone. And I was
well,
like
like
annoyed by texting. I was like, don't text me.
uh
I don't want you to text me because it's like, who is this? Like, what's this
it takes
texting
so
stuff?
long.
Yeah, it takes like
Yeah.
you're like A, B, C, A, B, B,
Well,
whatever. But like
even getting
now,
to the listing, like how could you get there
Google
without a
Maps,
GPS? Like Google
like I
Maps,
know.
I remember I didn't even start that long ago and I used to have to print out the route and like follow it and I was like, "Oh my gosh, all I
Yeah.
want for Christmas is a TomTom." I think that was like the first Garmin like portable
Tom,
GPS that you
Tom.
could take. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called.
Oh my gosh, I don't
Uh
remember that. But yeah, I do agree. Like it's just like our phones, like for photos, for conversations, like voice notes. Like, I mean, it has like dramatically changed the face of business as we know it. Like everything's in here. All the tools we talked about
yes.
are in this little tiny hand computer, which is
And you've
like,
got like the
you know,
internet, so you can search it up anywhere. Like you're out showing a property, they're like, "Oh, I want to see the one across the street." Before it's like, "Let me drive back to the office
yeah.
and get on the World Wide Web and like open my book of like listings." And now it's like, "Oh yeah, that one's
Yeah.
way outside of your price range. That's why I didn't send it to you," or
Well,
whatever,
and
you
don't you
know?
think that like and it kind of goes back to where we're talking about like how AI is actually helping business. giving us our time back, right? Because I think that a
Yeah.
lot of these things is like these tools are we're trying to get our time back. But
Yes,
you know, we have been able to do so much more business and in a good way to like enhance our lives, enhance our families, be able to support like our communities because of technology.
for sure. It's a huge blessing.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So let's just do a little recap. So I know I
All
said
right.
many chats right off the bat. Like many chats
Yes.
was mine.
Then we
Uh,
got CRM,
CRM notes
notes, calendars,
and AI. And
and
then we
AI.
added this one
The
because it's the
phone. This is the bonus.
all-encompassing. This is the
Yes.
bonus. This is how Desi and I send memes to each other to
Yeah,
cheer each
you
other
couldn't do
up.
without that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I couldn't live without being able to send memes to my friends. So
I can live without receiving the memes. Uh,
So we would love to hear what tools you can't live without, what has enhanced your business, because you know what? I'm probably going to just jump on the bandwagon. So throw it in the
yeah.
comments. We'd love to hear about them. We'll research them for you and try them out. And have an amazing day. Thank you so much for listening, for watching. We really appreciate you.
See you guys next time.